when fees went from 3k to 9k, not only are we talking about greater student debt, we're talking about an entire cultural change in the way students studied, something which I don't think many people predicted, but it put a far greater burden on the student to achieve academically. They wanted to make sure that they were getting value for their money. They were no longer willing to come to university and see what it's like. It was a come to university because I'm getting a job. And that's been damaging in areas, less engagement from students in clubs and societies, things that create a more holistic person ready to go out into the workplace. And students are far more consumer-like now, and the more the prices go up, the more they're going to treat education like a product. And it's not a product, it's different to business, it's education. So yeah, the range of issues is huge, and obviously it affects the poorest in society the heaviest.
Brexit, I hope, will not impact higher education. Look, I have long believed that we should take students out of the net migration figures. A student is not a migrant. A student is a visitor who comes to the United Kingdom, who contributes by means of a fee to attend and participate on a course, and at the end of their qualification period, they either return home, or if they can get a graduate level job, they stay.
If tuition fees increase, if they increase generally, I think a lot of students will consider whether they want to go to university or not. I think if they increase for EU students, then they will just see Britain as a place that they cannot go. It'll be very similar to America in some ways. You know, America has high tuition fees, and most of that's offset by students going to their local university. So, you know, that limits in a way the attraction of those universities. And that's what will happen here. Particularly EU students, they won't see it as an attractive destination.
The UK is currently a more attractive destination for people to come and study here because it's cheaper than it was before. So a lot of nationals of Spain, of Portugal, of Greece, of different countries, euro-related, euro-based countries, they will find it 15% cheaper with the current currency fluctuations. It will change again, but they'll find it cheaper. So there's an increase of demand for people in overseas countries that they've got a different currency to have a cheaper education in the UK.
I would be very disappointed and very surprised if we wanted to penalise foreign students coming to Britain to study. As I say, they're an enormous source of good for Britain. They're good for our diversity, they're good for our economy. Higher education is a priceless international export for Britain. And I would hope we will be open and welcome and embracing of all those foreign students who want to come and avail themselves of some of the world's top universities.